You can hear me, yeah? Loud and clear. Enigma, I hate this green color. Ooh. Well, let me change it. Which color do y'all need? Do y'all want? Red? I don't think red works. White? Pink? Is it pink? I don't know. Green is gay. Alright, bro. Let me see. I'll try something, you know. I took the short, but that's not what's important. I think it's gonna be a tough week this week. I'm not even gonna lie. It's gonna be a really tough week. I'll tell you all why. Normally, um, normally NFP week, second week is manipulation week. And third week is maybe expansion, maybe not. Fourth week is open, high, low, and close, right? So this is supposed to be the first week is the small range, the Judas and all. However, we expanded on the first week, right? We didn't expand a little bit, we expanded a shit ton, right? We expanded a lot, right? So we're not gonna manipulate and do this now. We can, but the chances are it won't, right? And so there might not be week 2 manipulation, right? It's hard to tell right now, but we're not sure. But we can clearly see that we are bearish, right, or bullish when it comes to you. But Dix is clearly bearish, but we have overextended so much that it's a bit tricky to short in here. I can easily come back to these levels, 50% of this at least. It's hard when we have overextended this much. So it's tricky to short, even though we know we are super bearish. But obviously picking lows would not be a smart idea either. Or shorting EU or GU, unless it's a small scalp. So it is a bit tricky. We have CPI2, right? We have CPI2. I mean, let's see how it goes. But do we have CPI tomorrow or day after? It's actually really important. CPI on Wednesday. Okay. Core CPI, CPI, then PPI, and FOMC third week, which is fine. So that's the thing. So I'm not gonna force any bias, to be honest. I'm not gonna force anything, even though this looks really good, looks like an original constellation as well. Having your dollars is, I don't hate it, right? But it's such a, we're still in the middle of this, But all this, I think if we go below this, it's gonna go straight through these, because there are no proper lows in here, right? Everything that comes fast like this, it's just gonna take all these guys who went low, right? I don't think it's gonna stop here. It wouldn't make sense for us to stop here, right? I think this could be alright high, at least to take all this low, because these are pending liquidity too. But I'm not gonna force any bias, right? I'm not gonna force anything, especially this week, right? Because look at this. This is the model, right? Obviously it's in the daily, but this is the model, right? We have a key level, we have engineered high, comes back into it, maybe not at a key time, right? Maybe this was Friday, but first week of the month we just expanded like this. 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? This is the high of week, this. So either it could drop a bit more for CPI, or it could even rebalance this. But it doesn't make sense for CPI to rebalance. Normally CPI is the expansion, but I think the best thing to do and the smartest thing to do is not have a bias, not to force a bias, right? Just playing your cards right, each day at a time is, I think, what you're supposed to do when it comes to price action like this. Because for short, I need at least price to come back to this, not in this small consolidation right here. Maybe something like this at least, right? Does the time switch mess up the timing somewhat today? What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, data science, yeah, I know. What about it?
Order filled.
Are you talking about the streaming? Streaming? Because I streamed a bit late. Is that what you're asking? Oh, the market timing, nothing same. Everything is the same because it's Eastern Standard Time, right? I thought you were talking about the like me streaming late because I didn't know it was data savings the night before. But now I know. What else? It does affect London as far as I'm aware. What do you mean? These, I don't think there's a trade. I don't think we'll find a huge trade this. Yeah, I don't really like these UJ pairs, to be honest. At least this week. So just EU and GU for now, right? Obviously, I don't like to trade gold and all this, but let's see how it goes. Maybe something might come up. Euro AUD. NQ is dropping. NQ is dropping a lot. This was a simple short that I took at around 9:45 because there was a SMT here, right? And the dollar says this was my dollar. I should have taken that trade on way too many accounts. I didn't take it on enough accounts. I would have been done for the day if I took it on all my accounts, but I took it only on half my accounts. But this was an alright trade. On every SMT you need You need somewhat of a turtle soup, you know. The best SMTs will always be a time-based one, and there'll always be a turtle soup. But I didn't expect this to drop this much, to be honest. I closed it somewhere in here. I really did not expect it to drop this much. The way it's dropping, it's hard to even trade this, you know. It's just dropping. It's not going higher, it's just doing this and just dropping. I want it to either go higher, take any of these highs out, or take the low and show us
Order filled.
But I don't think there's anything to look forward for this week other than EU and GU, to be honest. I found this really interesting, to be honest. Are there any pairs that you all are looking at this week? Look at this. However, this is pending liquidity. This is pending liquidity. So even though I'm bullish for the week, I don't mind taking a Monday range model to this low, you know. But we shall see. It's just going nowhere at this time. Did we take the high? Yeah, we barely took the high. I think it might fuck around today and tomorrow too. I feel like Tuesday. I don't think there will be any setups this Tuesday. I think it's gonna be on CPI day or Thursday and Friday are the days for FX setups this week. That's what I think. Mainly Thursday. So I will be online on London from 3 to 5 on Thursday, maybe a bit of Wednesday, but just mainly Thursday. And if I don't catch a trade on Thursday, then maybe Friday. But this range, would I short this? Not really. I would love to long it. I would prefer to long this, but we are so overextended, right? It's a bit tricky now, because if it drops, it can easily drop at least up to these lows, so it gets a bit tricky. Let me take a look at Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin. Yeah, it's definitely dropping. It would be insane actually if we drop to 50k. I really don't think it's gonna stop from here and go higher. I really don't think so. It just doesn't make sense. It could. The only way this would happen is that if some major crypto news, right, some fundamentals could be, and it could be anything. That's the only way I see price going higher from here. Some major, I don't know, something happens. AU short on the 1 hourly was. Let me take a look at that. Can I speak about candles as support price, meaning what happened in a true breakout or when price creates a true OB? Let me first check AU. Was it from here? This was a short. Yeah, it's a clean New York reversal. It's not half bad. But Tuesday Cup might take this high again. If it distributes it, then it's good. But also it needs to displace through these lows and close below these lows. Like I've seen it so many times where it just wicks all this and doesn't take all of them, but takes a couple and then goes higher. But this is pending liquidity too. Can you speak about candles as support price, meaning what happens in a true breakout or when price creates a true OB? I mean, true OB is just a normal OB for me, right? That's the only OB that I look at. That's just a concept I've given on YouTube because everyone thinks everything is OB, but I don't, right? People thinks that it's a bit confusing here. Let me go to the 5. Okay, this is fine, right? This is not a true OB to me. This is a OB. Right? That's just the name I use because everyone else thinks any down close, any last down close candle is a OB for them, right? But I don't think like this, right? This would be an OB for someone, right? This or this, even this would be, right? But for me, in here, this is where it closed below. So as soon as price goes above this high is when I'll confirm this as my OB. So all these down close candles will be OB for me, and I want price to, get support from it and go higher. But true breakouts are totally different, right? True breakouts are totally different because true breakouts, and this has nothing to do with it, because true breakouts are it's all about going back to your notes, right? You need to know, you need to have notes where if this happens, it's possibly gonna be a true breakout, right? The probabilities of this going to be a true breakout is high, right? So let's say I'll give you all maybe 3 things, right? First thing is that the manipulation, let's say this was the range, right? Let's say this was the range, this was the range, and you are here, right? You are here and you entered here, and your TP is this, right? But your partial is, let's say your partial is the 50% of this, right? Either you can take your profits in here, which is still the 1 to 2, or you're anticipating that this is going to be a 50, this is going to be a true breakout, and you're not gonna take any partials, right? That's it. This is how you can anticipate. First thing is, let's say there's a news event here, right? Let's say there's a news event here, 8:30, whatever it is, unemployment is, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, right? And you quote the London law of day, then I can anticipate that it's gonna be possibly be a true breakout, because news will probably expand higher, right? Or it could be that this is London low and Asian highs are still intact, right? Or it could be when price go above the 50% of it, there's another turtle soup that happens in here, right? All these things, right, all these price and time things will tell me whether this is going to be a true breakout or not, right? So I, in my notes, I have like couple of points. When all of these happens, then I might not take a partial, right? I might not close the whole trade here, right? But normally I always make sure that I have more than one trade running for me to not take a partial, if that makes sense. So if let's say I only got in on this trade on one funded account, right? And then I'll always be careful, because especially at 3RR, I'll always take a partial, right? I always do. But if I'm in this account on two accounts, then I might just take a quick partial on 2RR, or might close the whole trade on 2RR. That's something that I like to do, right? Close the whole trade on 2RR, and on the other account, I don't take any partials. Or if I have three accounts, I do the same thing. On one account, actually, when I have three accounts, I really like to close the whole trade on one account, because it's better to close your trade at 2RR than for this to go 3RR and comes back. Like, let's say you close the trade, half your trade at 2RR, that means you have only secured 1RR, right? So this could go to 3RR and comes back and be EU, and that's gonna suck. Nothing that I hate more than, bro, we had Ronaldo yesterday and we have Messi today. What? Bro, is this? Bro, who is Messi, bro? Alright. That's it with the true breakout. I hope you all understood. NQ is just dropping, man. Like, this is... Like, I was in a trade, but even me, like, I couldn't have... I closed it because there's no reason for me to... Like, I didn't take this on my top steps. If I took it to my top steps, I wouldn't close the whole trade out. But I had to close it. Like, this is what we don't want to see, especially on a Monday. Oh no. Alright, CPI is coming up. Shall I give you all a small trick, bro? Any fool. I don't know whether I should promote this though. I can give you all some free source for some free money. Around 3-4 grand, maybe 4 grand, maybe even 5, because we are hella volatile, bro. This is like Q3 volatility. Is it not Q2 volatility at least? Where did I take my short from? In here. Holy this was 140 points. Oh my god. Bro, I wish I trade the same way I used to trade. If I traded the same way I used to trade, I would have made so much money on a like this. But I've changed. Yeah, if y'all have 2 accounts, bro. If y'all have 2 accounts, 2 funded accounts on Top Step, y'all can make easy 5K on CPI. Just use your use your last 2 brain cells together and figure it out. It's actually not that hard. Like, genuinely think anyone who's not doing it is kind of stupid. Because it's free money. Why not? Okay, first things first. You don't need to hedge. If NFP does this, right, CPI is going to do this, right, 60% of the time, right, 60% of the time, maybe 65, you know, maybe 70, right, maybe 70. If NFP does this, CPI is going to do this, right, fine. But you can 100% win everything by just hedging, yeah. This and this, full porting, 2 or 3 cons, whatever it is, easily 4K, 5K, you at least 3K, right? And I'll actually give you all the source, right? NFP will always manipulate and then distribute. Real, it will only distribute, right? CPI almost all the time only distributes, but sometimes it manipulates, right? Sometimes it manipulates. Normally you can tell whether it's going to manipulate or not. The way price is going right now, it's hard to tell right now. I need to wait till tomorrow's price action. The way it's going, there's no range, right? There always has to be a range for price to manipulate, right? Because if it manipulates, then your whole account gets fucked. They ban hedging two accounts in their new rules, bro. Again, I'm telling you, FXG, think with your brain. Use your last 2 brain cells. There is a way. I'm not promoting this kind of action, but there is a way. It's not that hard, right? And then, no, no, bro. I don't think y'all are tapped in though. Right? And it's gonna do this. Or sometimes, right? Let's say news drops at 11 a.m. No, it drops at 8:30, right? Last 10 seconds, it's gonna manipulate. Right? I've seen this so many times. Last 10 seconds, right? It's 8:29:50. Right? It's gonna go towards one direction so fast, right? And then it's gonna go the other way. Or normally what happens is just its price is gonna do this, super volatile, boom, but it will still have a wick, right? It will still have a wick. I mean, if you play your cards right, you can. This is so much money. And what you're investing? What, $500 for 4-5 grand? But you drop this one time, 10-second time frame or something. What? 10-second time frame? What do you mean, bro? Who is XVC, bro? I think this is XVC. Oh, I mean, who is Lionel? Who's Messi? Yeah, it's XVC. Because you had Diamond Lifetime with that. What do you mean 10-second time frame? Oh, is it? No way. Yeah. Yeah. Bro, 10 seconds before, it will always go towards. It will always go towards some sort of high if it's gonna manipulate, or it's just gonna expand, but it'll still have a small wick sometimes. Normally the wick might not fuck it up. It'll be maybe 20-40 points. It can't blow your account. You know what I mean? And anyone who's trading Top Step, right? Anyone who is trading Top Step, if you all only have 5 accounts, that's your fault. That's your fault, bro. It's a skill issue. Bro, tap us in. But it's a bit too late now, you know. It's actually too late. You all wouldn't believe the money a couple of people that I know made. They are not even in social media, bro. They don't even do fucking Twitter now. By just using their brain, they don't even know what an FPG is. But they spend so much money on this. They would probably put like 30k, 40k per month into these accounts, and maybe get 70k. Still a 1 to 2, bro. These are like bad months, not Q3. Q3 was where money was made. But they all patched it kinda, but you can still do it in a way. But it's still kind of, it's still patched. And when it comes Top Step, they don't do any IP address checks. Right? On your same PC, you can have 3 different emails with your I don't know, your brother, your roommate, your girlfriend, your fucking mom, dad. Fucking put all of them in. Nah, this guy just changed his name to Yumi. And there were times where when you can short, right? Short 5 cons in Asia and long 5 cons in Asia, and one would make 30k easily, because that's how volatile Q3 was. And one account will make 30k, right? And it's not one account. Whenever I say one account, it's not one account. It's 5 accounts. 5 accounts copy traded, right? So one email makes 30k per account, and that's just enough. You don't if you have a 30k balance, you don't need to know trading to get 200, like 4 more winning days. No, you don't need that. You all think you all don't need to be. If the account balance was at 30k, do you all think you will fuck up that whole account even if you don't know trading? Just flip a coin, and long and short, you'll get $200. It's literally not that hard. If my account balance is 30k, I can flip a coin. Long right now with a 1-to-1. Right? Let's just see. Okay. So I'm already winning. So because it's 24 points, that's $200. It's easy to get the $200. I just don't like this price action. But this dump is nice. Like, this is a 2% drop. Right? Do you all remember Q3 we had this insane drop? I think it was 4, 5 or 6%, and I remember I was in a trade too, and I remember someone else was in a trade. I'm pretty sure he didn't get his payout. where everyone was talking how Top Step will not pay you out if the market drops more than 5 or 6%, whatever the amount was. I don't really remember the amount, the percent, but we are getting those kind of moves in the first quarter of the year. It doesn't even feel like four. Like this didn't feel like 400 points. I don't know. Like normally on Q1 your stop loss is around 10 points, 15 points max. But these days my stop loss is around 50 points, bro. I've never ever traded micros in my entire life. I've been trading for a really long time, especially in Q1. Okay, let's say I enter here. This is 80 points, 75 points. That's how you make. That's how much you're supposed to make per week, I guess. 1 minute time frame turned into, yeah. I don't know. It's so volatile. It's super volatile. Holy shit, bro. I'm actually going crazy reading these DMs. This guy, I literally opened up my Telegram, and I literally got a notification saying, why did the daily on USD JPY fail? Like daily CRT or some shit. Let me see. What the fuck does that even mean? I think he probably longed. He probably longed this. And he's asking me why this failed. I think that might be it, guys. Do y'all have any questions? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yo, Cosmos, bro, I hit this crazy parlay the day before, bro. On NBA. Holy shit, you won't believe. Yesterday I had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 leg parlay. Yo, yesterday I had an 18 leg parlay and 4 didn't hit. Bro, I would have retired if that hit. I would have made 33,000 or 34,000 if that hit. But I missed it. But I had this crazy parlay on the Lakers Boston game. I don't know whether you watched it. I have 2 more parlays for tomorrow too. I might be addicted to this, bro. I'm telling you. I was not even addicted to this. Like sports betting, I was always good at it. But NBA is so much fun. So when you put money on the game, it's so much more fun. Can you answer my question? I DM'd you, or what was it? What was the question? Oh, how do you determine what time frame or high or low is when doing time frame alignment? Is that the highest time? Oh, okay. You're asking me whether. Oh, okay. So that's actually. I can go a bit in depth. Did you bet on the fight or the night? Wait, what fight are you talking about? Fuck, I lost money on the Bivol fight, bro. I had 2 bets. One if Bivol wins. Oh, I lost money on Pereira. Holy shit. Bro, I lost way too much money. What happened was I won money, right? Bro, there's no way. I lost 1,500 on that. Bro, I won money from an NBA parlay the night before, right? And everything I won, like this is the biggest NBA like leg I have won, right? Not money wise, but leg wise. There were like 6 legs, right? Anyone who bets knows it's hard to get six legs correct. So I won that, and I put everything, and a bit more for Pereira to win by TKO KO or KO, but this guy did not do shit. The whole 25 minutes, this guy did not throw a fucking punch. I was actually mad. But it's fine. We're making it all back from the parlays today. Anyways, what was his question? Yeah, the parent leg, right? It's like this, right? I only count the swing points on the hourly, right? So there might be a swing point on the 15-minute, right? Let's say there's a, let's say this. Yeah. So when it okay. So here's the thing, right? If you're trading forex, you need the higher time frames. You need the higher time frames, and when it comes to reversal, right? You always need to go for an hourly or above, whether it's hourly, 4 hour, whatever it is. This swing point should be in the hourly or above. But when it comes to continuations, anything is fine. Anything in the sense 15-minute or above, right? So this could be the 15-minute, right? And now if the key level is I'll answer this question. Actually, I think this might answer your question. So they said this is a 4-hour key level, and this is a 4-hour one tap, right? It's a 4-hour one tap, and it could be a hourly double tap, right? And if I'm entering on this, I'll enter on this, and I'll have my stop on a protected high somewhere in here. As soon as I see closures below this, is when I'll maybe take my stop into this. That's why I have bad entries sometimes, but my stop is on this. Or I will break even this if my entry somewhere here, right? And I always go for highs above the hourly when it comes to FX. Yeah, Pereira did not do shit, dude. I don't think he even practiced. I saw him on like he was on a Drake concert, I'm pretty sure. Well, I also saw his wife saying some shit too. That's pretty much it, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. See ya.